and a practice of social morality. In the perplexity of this intricate situation, at least one thing is becoming clear. If the latter-day moral ideal is, in reality, that of a social morality, it is inevitable that those who desire it must be brought in contact with the moral experiences of the many in order to procure an adequate social motive. These men and women have realized this and have disclosed the fact in their eagerness for a wider acquaintance with and participation in the life about them. They believe that experience gives the easy and trustworthy impulse toward right action in the broad as well as in the narrow relations. We may indeed imagine many of them saying, "Cast our experiences in a larger mold if our lives are to be animated by the larger social aims. We have met the obligations of our family life, not because we had made resolutions to that end, but spontaneously, because of a common fund of memories and affections from which the obligation naturally develops, and we see no other way in which to prepare ourselves for the larger social duties." Such a demand is reasonable, for by our daily experience we have discovered that we cannot mechanically hold up a moral standard, then jump at it in rare moments of exhilaration when we have the strength for it, but that even as the ideal itself must be a rational development of life, so the strength to attain it must be secured from interest in life itself. We slowly learn that life consists of processes as well as results, and that failure may come quite as easily from ignoring the adequacy of one's method as from selfish or ignoble aims. We are thus brought to a conception of democracy not merely as a sentiment which desires the well-being of all men, nor yet as a creed which believes in the essential dignity and equality of all men, but as that which affords a rule of living as well as a test of faith. We are learning that a standard of social ethics is not attained by traveling a sequestered byway, but by mixing on the thronged and common road, where all must turn out for one another and at least see the size of one another's burdens. To follow the path of social morality results perforce in the temper, if not the practice, of the democratic spirit, for it implies that diversified human experience and resultant sympathy which are the foundation and guarantee of democracy. There are many indications that this conception of democracy is growing among us. We have come to have an enormous interest in human life as such, accompanied by confidence in its essential soundness. We do not believe that genuine experience can lead us astray any more than scientific data can. We realize, too, that social perspective and sanity of judgment come only from contact with social experience, that such contact is the surest corrective of opinions concerning the social order, and concerning efforts, however humble, for its improvement. Indeed, it is a consciousness of the illuminating and dynamic value of this wider and more thorough human experience which explains in no small degree that new curiosity regarding human life which has more of a moral basis than an intellectual one. The newspapers, in a frank reflection of popular demand, exhibit an omnivorous curiosity equally insistent upon the trivial and the important. They are perhaps the most obvious manifestations of that desire to know that, "What is this?" and "Why do you do that?" of the child. The first dawn of the social consciousness takes this form as the dawning intelligence of the child takes the form of constant question and insatiate curiosity. Literature, too, portrays an equally absorbing, though better adjusted, desire to know all kinds of life. The popular books are the novels, dealing with life under all possible conditions, and they are widely read not only because they are entertaining, but also because they, in a measure, satisfy an unformulated belief that to see farther, to know all sorts of men in an indefinite way, is a preparation for better social adjustment, for the remedying of social ills. Doubtless, one under the conviction of sin in regard to social ills finds a vague consolation in reading about the lives of the poor and derives a sense of complicity in doing good. He likes to feel that he knows about social wrongs, even if he does not remedy them, and in a very genuine sense there is a foundation for this belief. Partly through this wide reading of human life, we find in ourselves a new affinity for all men, which probably never existed in the world before. Evil itself does not shock us as it once did, and we count only that man merciful in whom we recognize an understanding of the criminal.